Welcome back, Halo followers. Today, 343 Industries has come out with some very good news. Unishek, community manager at 343 Industries, has announced specifics and details about their changes to the progression system. You know, a couple days ago, I talked about the dark theory that 343 planned this. I already said I don't think that was the case, but this is pretty much proof that this is not the case, and these are pretty significant changes. Now, there's no talk about microtransactions or the cost of those. 343 Industries has been very quiet talking about money and the cost of things, but at least we can tackle the progression system right now, which is tackled. And also, Unishek does talk about cheating. And yeah, it's interesting that he talks about that, but we'll break that down later. Let's talk about the initial changes to progression. So Unishek says, when we made our initial change to progression, which added daily play one game challenges, which is what we have right now, 50 XP per game, updated weekly challenges, and doubled the duration of 2 XP boost, we promised that we would monitor the data and make additional changes if needed. Now it's time to follow up on that. After seeing how XP was earned with those challenges, we noticed that players were starting their seasons with slower payouts than we'd like. To address this, we will be increasing the XP payout for the first 6 matches of each day. An outline of this update can be found below, which then he goes on to basically post exactly how much XP we're going to be getting throughout the day. The first game is going to give you 300 XP compared to the measly 50 XP. That is like a 6 times increase, right? And then the second game, all right, 200 XP. That's like 4 games on the older system. The third game of the day, 200 XP as well. 4th, 5th, and 6th are all 100. And then after the 7th and after, you will be getting the system right now, 50 XP per match. Now, I think a big problem with this that I see already is that I want to see people be rewarded for how they play. You know, Halo Reach did this really well. You know, you get medals, you play objective if it was an objective game. If you did well, if you performed well, and you won, you were rewarded for those things. So I would like to see that added at some point. I also want to say a thing that probably many of you are thinking is that, well, after I play the 7th game, the 6th game, whatever it is, whatever it's worth to me at that point, I'm not going to really be playing anymore after that. But I think the flip side to that is that it gives you a reason to get on every single day, right? I mean, that first game, just playing one game every day is going to give you 300 XP, and that's what 343 really wants. They don't want people playing maybe all day. It seems like what the system is promoting, rather, is that they want people to be consistent about playing the game. They don't want this game to die, and I think that this is a great way to actually reward people for just getting on for one game a day. 1 or 2, 3 games seems like what they're aiming for, right? 3 games. I would like to see that second game like 220, 250, something like that, but yeah, so I do like this system, and I think that it is much better than what we had before. I mean, when you really look at this, by your 7th game on this new system, you would have already played, I think, about 23, 24 something games in the old system, right? Or at least it's up there, right? So this actually saves us a lot of time. Now, I'm sure people on Reddit are probably going to like break down the math of this, exactly how great it is, but you know, people are progressing. If you do the weekly challenges, I think combined with a system that promotes players for playing better would be the king progression system. Of course, this doesn't really get into the battle pass and all the bad things about the battle pass. I think 343 can't really improve that. I think they are probably going to be giving us some extra stuff at some point, at least, you know, we can hope, right, on the battle pass to make up for like the filler items that they have in it. But a second note is that, you know, at least on the next battle passes or seasons, 343 will be a bit more mindful and be sure to actually pack more value into these updates, right? So Unishek says we believe this increase will help address those slower initial payouts while also benefiting those of you jumping on each and every day. We know many of you want even larger changes, and we're committed to doing so, but those will take time. We made this update based on data and player feedback, and we'll monitor its impact after we push it live tomorrow morning, which it should already be today by the time you're watching this video. As always, keep sharing your feedback. So yeah, hop on, play a couple games if you haven't already, and tell me what you think down in the comments below. We're not done here, but if you've already played a game, let me know. I'm curious as to what you guys think about this, because this is obviously a massive improvement, but is it great yet? And I don't think it's a great system. I think that it is passing in good. and this is a good step in the right direction, right? So he also talks about cheating, right? He says, let's talk about cheating. Unfortunately, cheating is a natural part of supporting a free-to-play PC game, and it's one we anticipated. It'll never go away entirely, but we're prepared and committed to releasing consistent improvements to our game systems and taking action on bad actors. Jumping in to clarify that the wording of improvements to game systems includes not only our anti-cheat, but the rest of the game as well. It's worded this way because we don't take a single feature approach, but a game-wide approach to anti-cheat, right? He also says, report bad actors at the Halo support site using the specific link, which I'll link some of these tweets down in the description below so you can check them out, especially how to report people. But video evidence, he says, makes things much easier for the team to figure out what's going on. So, yes, overall, I am happy with this system. And there are some major issues with the Battle Pass, right? I think that there are some... I mean, I'm new to Battle Passes. I think it's weird in the first place to have a system that was so grindy for content that you already paid for, you know? But I guess that's a part of what Battle Passes are. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of experience with Battle Passes, but so from people that don't really like it. They said that it's a very grindy system, and I would have to agree. So this seems to be kind of retconning that a little bit, and there are still issues about like armor cores and how armor pieces are pretty much identical and actually would fit well. Some people have done glitches or mods to see that the armor fits perfectly fine on the other pieces of armor or on the other armor cores. So there is a weird kind of extra layer of grind that is that's already kind of, you know, baked into the progression system and the customization. The customization is almost near atrocious. With the progression being better, it's not so much anymore. I actually have not played this yet because I don't even think that it is live by the time I'm recording this video, although it should be live by the time you're watching it, guys. So be sure to jump on, check it out, see what you think, and get back to me. My friend Sean W., which is also a Halo YouTuber, was actually messaged by 343, and he didn't share the details of who and what exactly the message said, but essentially they're listening to us. They liked his videos, and I found that interesting that, you know, they're listening. Even though 343 is very quiet, I think they are very smart as to what they say or don't say. And when they do say stuff, it was for a reason, you know, it's planned out and it's thought out, you know. They're not just saying a bunch of random stuff all the time. When they say something, everyone should listen, right? Just like this. So, do you guys think that this is a proper fix to the progression system? If not, let me know what else you think could be added or even taken away and then replaced with this current system, or do you think the old system is fine as it is? And also microtransactions, right? People were losing their minds, a whole year ago when we found out that the color purple, really the Monarch color coding, armor coating was a very basic, boring armor coating. It was just purple and it was $5. So we're seeing that, but now it's $20 for armor coatings. It's $10, $15, all kinds of stuff is dropping. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen on December 8th, and I'm curious as to what how people are going to react, because we know that most of the maps and modes are already here, and I do believe that there is a bunch of content as far as customization and microtransactions will be dropping on December 8th once the campaign drops. So anyways, guys, yeah, let me know down what you think in the description. Well, anyways, guys, again, thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate your viewerships. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and like this video, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.